Hello, and welcome back to As Mindful M. Welcome to part two of the season finale of this season of As Mindful M. I am Mary O, Associate Licensed Marriage Family Therapist. And so if you haven't already listened to part one, I encourage you to take a beat to take a listen to it and come back here. We are going through. So the question for this episode is, how do I recapture the good vibes of my partnership? And I'm walking through the theory from Dr. John and Julie Gottman, the Sound Relationship House. This is a way to just really rejuvenate or even establish some of these levels of this house of the relationship, right, of the marriage, just to really support that healthiness. So we are now on floor 5. We went through again floor 1, 2, 3, and 4, and now we're going to move through floor 5, 6, and 7, and then the pillars of this house theory. So we're on floor 5. We talk about managing conflict. So conflict is unavoidable, right? And then just being able to accept that it is inevitable is key, right? Knowing what to do when that inevitability and when you accept that inevitability is crucial. So first you need to accept your partner's influence, right? That means being able to take their feelings and desires into account instead of doing everything your own way, right? I'm gonna run that back. Being able to accept your partner's influence is being able to take their feelings and desires into account instead of doing everything your own way. So it works both ways, meaning that your partner also is able to accept your influence in terms of your feelings and desires and not do everything their own way. So therefore, if it's a collaborative way, that way is never 100% your way and never 100% their way. And it's the understanding that the accepting the influence is better for the unit, right? The next part of this is whether problems are solvable or perpetual, meaning a one-off or a systemic thing, you're able to talk about them, right? Being able to talk about problems, whether one or both of you see that it's a systemic thing or it's more so a situational, let's just solve this one-off thing that's happening. Talking about it either way, even if it's frustrating, even if it feels like we just talked about this last week, being committed to the process is very important. Third layer of this managed conflict area is when you feel yourself getting heated or emotional during an argument, doing that self-soothing, that self-regulation. So that looks like taking a walk, taking some breaths, using silence. Silence is a great way to self-soothe, give yourself that space, communicate, hey, I'm going to take a walk. Hey, I'm taking some breaths. Let's go. Let's come back to this. Will help you remain calm and then also give your partner the opportunity maybe to do the same, right? Also just communicating what you're doing, right? When you're doing a self-soothe, to really keep that line of communication open to support the managing of the conflict at hand. So again, floor 5, manage conflict, accepting your partner's influence, um, being able to talk about a problem, whether it's a one-off or a systemic issue, self-soothing when you feel yourself getting emotional and upset to help you remain calm. Ideally, calmer heads prevail, and being able to have those conversations to manage the conflict. Next floor 6, is make life dreams come true. So the great thing about a good companionship is that you have someone that will not only encourage you in your goals, but also help you reach them. So this level can look like coming up with a plan to pay off debt, right? That one or both of you brought into the partnership, or being supportive of your partner going back to school, or maybe you want to start a new direction in your career and your partner being supportive in that. This is that make the life dreams come true part. It shows that you want the best possible life for your partner and you are willing to do what it takes to make that happen, right? Support that happening, and just being an agent of positivity in that area. So that's floor 6 in a nutshell. Making sure that being encouraging, right, of your partner's goals and also helping them reach them at the same time. Being just real clear about that and being intentional about that. Floor 7, create shared meaning. So this is the top of the house, right? This is the top floor. This is the attic part, right? It very much seems similar to the love map, which is level 1, right? Which is being very intentional about understanding what makes your partner's inner world tick, right? This is about the shared meaning with you as a couple, right? Building and understanding the inner world as a couple. What do y'all collectively like? What do you guys collectively don't like? Who are your best couple friends, right? What are a couple points that you guys are noticing irritate y'all as a couple, right? This is that upper level, right, of developing a culture of symbols and rituals that express who you are as a unit, as a team. This could be something very basic as getting pizza from the place that you both love every Friday night, right? Or as more intricate as the unique way you celebrate your birth, you celebrate each other for your birthdays. These ritual connections really help support, define you, and solidify you as a unit. And ideally, you continue to create these rituals together to really have great shared meaning examples to point to as you continue your relationship, your marriage, what that looks like. And so now that that's level 7, right? That creating the shared meaning as individuals, as a couple, as a unit, as a build upon the love maps, which is more focused on individual. So then now we are going to talk about the weight bearing walls, right? These are the trust and commitment that really encompass the levels of the house, right? So as important as all the levels are, they do not hold together without these pillars of trust and commitment. In a healthy, supportive relationship, two people make the decision to have faith in each other and stick together. They freely love each other and pledge to help that love grow. Okay. So that's where the trust and commitment comes in, trusting that the other person is committed to that decision that was made, and then the commitment to be in it together. No matter how things may look, the seasons of your relationship, whatever the temporary feelings may be, the long-term piece of that trust and commitment is vital to the pillars. And there it is. As you, again, run it back to part 1 and reflect on the first parts of the house, thinking about how to really keep that goodness, right? That newlywed version vibe, right? That's only one season of a relationship, of a marriage. You have to understand that there are going to be cycles and seasons that you are going to go through, and being able to stay aligned with those pillars of trust and commitment and really practice all the floors. And you may go up and down these floors, right? You may just, each one may seem more prevalent than others. But when you think about the house you want to build with your partner, build those love maps, right? Share fondness and admiration. Turn towards each other. Keep that positive perspective. Manage conflict. Make life dreams come through. True. Create shared meaning, and just keeping that trust and commitment in the forefront. So thank you for listening to this inaugural season of Ask Mindful M. Please feel free to leave comments just to kind of share any thoughts you have had during this season. And look forward to the summer series. Spoken word of words unspoken is going to be upcoming. And I appreciate all of the support so far. Again, I'm Mary O, Associate Licensed Marriage Family Therapist. And I wish you a well summer to come. And I look forward to everybody, us returning to this space to pick up on our season 2, with more to come on that as the fall approaches. And I really do hope you enjoy the summer series to come. Take care.